In this era of enlightenment lived a remarkable woman named Fatimah bint Muhammad al-Fihri. She was born into a family that respected both faith and learning. Her mind was bright and her spirit was strong. Her family was known for its piety and its success in trade. They understood the importance of using wealth for good purposes. Fatimah grew up with these values deeply embedded in her heart. She was taught that education was a gift, a tool to serve God and humanity. This upbringing shaped her character and her dreams for the future. Fatimah's father, Muhammad al-Fihri, was a prosperous merchant. The family originally lived in Kairouan, a significant city in what is now Tunisia. Kairouan itself was a center of Islamic learning and culture for a long time. However, seeking new opportunities and perhaps a more stable environment, the Al-Fihri family made a momentous decision. They decided to migrate. Their journey took them across North Africa to the city of Fez in Morocco. This move would prove to be incredibly important, not just for the family, but for the history of the world. Fez at that time was a young and growing city. It was founded by Idrisan in 789 CE and was quickly becoming an important imperial capital. It was also developing into a significant center of religion, culture and commerce in the Maghreb region. The Al-Fihri family saw Fez as a place where they could build a new life. They hoped to contribute to this flourishing community. They carried with them their wealth, their values and their aspirations. Fatimah and her sister Maryam embraced their new home, ready to make their mark on this promising city. In Fez, Fatimah and Maryam received a good education, which was a privilege for women at that time, yet not entirely uncommon in learned families. When their father passed away, he left them a considerable inheritance. Both sisters were devout and charitable. They thought deeply about how best to use this wealth. They did not want to spend it on fleeting luxuries. Instead, they wanted to create something lasting, something that would benefit their community for generations to come. Fatimah, in particular, began to nurture a grand vision, a vision of light and learning. Fatimah al-Fihri held a powerful dream within her heart. She envisioned a place where people could gather, learn and grow in knowledge and faith. She wanted to create an institution that would serve not just her generation, but many generations to follow. This was not a small dream for a woman in the 9th century. It was a bold and ambitious plan. It required courage, dedication, and immense faith. Fatimah possessed all of these qualities. She was determined to turn her noble vision into a tangible reality that would illuminate the city of Fez. In the year 859 CE, Fatimah's dream began its journey to fulfillment. She decided to use her inherited wealth to found a mosque. This mosque was to be more than just a place of prayer. From its very inception, it was planned to include a madrasa, an educational institution. This integrated approach was common, as mosques often served as community centers and places of learning. Fatimah wanted to provide a space where people could deepen their understanding of their faith and the world around them. This was the seed from which a great university would grow. Fatimah's commitment to this project was absolute. She personally oversaw the purchase of the land. She supervised the construction of the Al-Qarawiyyin mosque and madrasa with meticulous care. Legend says that she fasted daily from the first day of construction until the project was completed, approximately 2 years later. This act of devotion highlights her profound dedication and the spiritual importance she attached to this endeavor. She poured not only her wealth but also her heart and soul into building this sacred space of learning and worship. The institution was named Al-Qarawiyyin in honor of the immigrants from her family's hometown of Kairouan. It began as a community mosque offering religious instruction and lectures on various subjects. Initially, teaching occurred in study circles known as halakat within the mosque itself. However, its reputation for quality education quickly spread. Students and scholars were drawn to it. What started as a personal act of piety and community service by Fatimah al-Fihri was destined to become something much larger, something truly historic for the entire world. Al-Qarawiyyin, under Fatimah's guiding spirit, rapidly transformed into a prominent hub for education and intellectual pursuit. It did not take long for its fame to spread beyond the walls of Fez. Students and scholars from across North Africa, Muslim Spain, Al-Andalus, and even further afield began to arrive. They came seeking knowledge, eager to learn from the respected teachers who gathered there. The very atmosphere of Al-Qarawiyyin buzzed with intellectual curiosity. Its growing reputation was built on a solid foundation of serious scholarship and open discussion, making it a magnet for bright minds. The early curriculum at Al-Qarawiyyin was comprehensive for its time. Naturally, it included deep studies of religious texts such as the Qur'an and Hadith. Islamic jurisprudence, or Fiqh, particularly the Maliki school of thought, was a core subject. Alongside these, great emphasis was placed on mastering the Arabic language, including its complex grammar, literature, and the art of rhetoric. These subjects were considered essential tools for any scholar. They provided the foundation upon which all other learning could be built, ensuring students had a strong grasp of fundamental principles. However, the thirst for knowledge at Al-Qarawiyyin was not limited to religious and linguistic studies. The institution soon broadened its academic horizons significantly. It began to offer instruction in a diverse range of subjects that we might now call secular sciences. These included mathematics, which was crucial for trade, inheritance calculations, and astronomy. Astronomy itself was studied for navigation, timekeeping, and determining prayer times. Medicine, logic, history, geography, and even music were also part of the expanding curriculum. This holistic approach to knowledge was a hallmark of the Islamic Golden Age. A significant aspect of the educational system at Al-Qarawiyyin was the practice of issuing Ijazahs. An Ijazah was essentially a license or certificate granted by a teacher to a student. It testified that the student had demonstrated mastery of a particular text or subject. This system was an early and sophisticated form of academic accreditation. It ensured quality control and allowed scholars to trace their lineage of learning back to respected authorities. This practice of formal certification was a pioneering step in the development of higher education institutions globally. Section 5. Sisters in Scholarship, Women in Early Islamic Education. Fatimah Alfihri's monumental achievement in founding Al-Qarawiyyin stands as a towering example, yet it's important to remember that she was not an isolated case. Women played varied and significant roles in the world of early Islamic education. While history, often written by men, has not always given them their due prominence, their contributions were real and impactful. Women participated as students, scholars, teachers, patrons of learning, and copyists of important manuscripts. Their intellectual presence enriched the scholarly landscape of the Islamic world in many ways. Many women in this era actively sought knowledge. They attended lectures in mosques and private homes. Some became renowned scholars in their own right, respected for their expertise in various fields. They studied and taught religious sciences like Hadith, which are the sayings and traditions of the Prophet Muhammad, Fiqh, which is Islamic law, and Tafsir, which is Quranic exegesis. They also excelled in poetry, calligraphy, and other arts. Their homes sometimes became centers of learning, where they would instruct both male and female students. These women helped to preserve and transmit knowledge across generations. We should remember and celebrate other notable women scholars from this period. For instance, Sutaita al-Mahamali, who lived in 10th century Baghdad, was an expert in mathematics and inheritance law. Maryam al-Astulabiya al-Ijliya, from 10th century Aleppo in Syria, was a skilled maker of astrolabes, complex astronomical instruments. These women, and many others whose names might be lost to us, demonstrate the active participation of women in the intellectual life of their times. Their stories are vital threads in the rich tapestry of Islamic civilization, inspiring us with their dedication. Fatimah Al-Fihri's example was particularly powerful and enduring. By founding a major institution like Al-Qarawiyyin, she created a lasting physical space for knowledge. More than that, she shattered any notion that women could not be leaders in such ambitious endeavors. She demonstrated that women could be visionaries, philanthropists, and builders of institutions that would shape society for centuries. Her actions provided a strong precedent and undoubtedly inspired other women to pursue their own scholarly and charitable goals, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Section 6. A vision for all Fatimah's inclusive dream. Fatimah Al-Fihri's vision for Al-Qarawiyyin was remarkably progressive and forward-thinking, especially for her era. She did not intend for her institution to be an exclusive club for the wealthy or the well-connected. Her dream was far grander and more compassionate. She wanted Al-Qarawiyyin to be a sanctuary of learning for everyone, a place where all who earnestly sought knowledge could find welcome. This commitment to inclusivity was a core part of her mission. She understood that talent and the desire to learn could be found in people from all walks of life. Her profound dedication to public service was evident in every aspect of Al-Qarawiyyin's founding. The institution was conceived not for personal gain or glory, but as a gift to her community and to the wider world. The mosque provided a place for spiritual solace and communal prayer. The madrasa offered the invaluable gift of education. Together, they formed the vibrant heart of the city of Fez, serving its people in multiple ways. It was a center for social gathering, for resolving disputes, for celebrating festivals, and above all, for the pursuit of enlightenment. Al-Qarawiyyin opened its doors to students from diverse social, economic, and geographical backgrounds. It did not erect barriers based on a person's wealth, status, or place of origin. This open and welcoming attitude was extraordinary for its time and contributed greatly to the richness of the learning environment. Students from different cultures and with different perspectives came together, sharing ideas and fostering a dynamic intellectual atmosphere. This diversity of thought was a key ingredient in Al-Qarawiyyin's success and its enduring influence on education. Fatimah firmly believed in the transformative power of education to uplift individuals and society as a whole. By making knowledge accessible, she empowered people to improve their own lives and to contribute more meaningfully to their communities. An informed and enlightened populace, she understood, was essential for a just and prosperous society. Her vision was fundamentally about service to humanity, about sharing the light of knowledge as widely as possible. This selfless dedication to the common good is a shining example for all times. Section 7 echoes across continents Al-Qarawiyyin's global reach. The brilliant light of knowledge kindled by Fatimah Alfihri at Al-Qarawiyyin did not remain confined within the city walls of Fez or even the borders of Morocco. Its influence radiated outwards like ripples spreading across a vast ocean. Al-Qarawiyyin became a beacon of learning whose reputation transcended geographical and cultural boundaries. It served as an inspiring model for other institutions of higher learning that would emerge later in different parts of the world. Its impact was truly global, shaping the very course of educational history in profound ways. Scholars in Europe during the medieval period heard tales of the great centers of learning in the Islamic world, including Al-Qarawiyyin. Some intrepid individuals even undertook long and arduous journeys to study in these institutions or to interact with their learned scholars. They were eager to gain access to the advanced knowledge available in subjects like mathematics, medicine, astronomy, philosophy, and chemistry. This knowledge, preserved and expanded upon by Islamic scholars, was often far ahead of what was available in Europe at the time, and it was considered incredibly precious. Consider, for example, figures like Gerbert of Aurillac, who later became Pope Sylvester II in the late 10th century. Historical accounts suggest that he studied in Islamic Spain and was exposed to Arabic numerals, mathematics, and scientific instruments. While direct links to Al-Qarawiyyin specifically for every European scholar are hard to trace precisely, the intellectual currents flowing from major Islamic centers like Fez, Córdoba, and Baghdad undoubtedly permeated the scholarly atmosphere of the time. These centers collectively played a crucial role in reintroducing classical learning and new discoveries to Europe. The very structure and methods employed at Al-Qarawiyyin, such as its organization into different faculties or areas of study, its system of granting degrees, Ijazahs, and its emphasis on libraries and scholarly debate are believed to have influenced the development of the earliest European universities. The concept of a dedicated, autonomous institution for advanced study and the awarding of formal qualifications was a revolutionary idea. Al-Qarawiyyin, as one of the oldest and most prestigious of such institutions, helped to lay the groundwork for the global university system we know today. Section 8. A living legacy, Al-Qarawiyyin through the ages. For more than 11 centuries, Al-Qarawiyyin has stood as a testament to the enduring power of education. It has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of history, It has faced challenges and undergone transformations, yet through it all it has remained a steadfast beacon of knowledge and a center of learning. Its resilience is truly remarkable. This continuity speaks volumes about the strength of Fatimah Al-Fihri's original vision and the deep value that successive generations have placed on this unique institution. The preservation of Al-Qarawiyyin over such a vast span of time is a story of collective effort and unwavering commitment. Rulers, scholars, philanthropists, and ordinary citizens through the ages have contributed to its upkeep, expansion, and continued operation. Its historic library, one of the oldest in the world, is a treasure trove. It houses a priceless collection of ancient manuscripts, including early copies of the Qur'an, important texts on Islamic law, astronomy, medicine, and grammar. These texts are a direct link to a rich intellectual heritage, carefully guarded for posterity. Today, Al-Qarawiyyin continues its educational mission as part of Morocco's modern state university system. While it has adapted to contemporary academic standards and needs, it proudly retains its historic mosque, its ancient library, and its unique identity. Students still walk its ancient courtyards, drawing inspiration from the centuries of scholarship that permeate its walls. It is a living bridge between a glorious past and a vibrant present, a symbol of Morocco's deep cultural and intellectual roots. The call to prayer still echoes, and the pursuit of knowledge continues. The significance of Al-Qarawiyyin is recognized globally. Both UNESCO and the Guinness World Records acknowledge it as the oldest existing and continually operating educational institution in the world. This is an incredible distinction, a powerful reminder of its unique place in human history. It stands as a powerful symbol of the pursuit of knowledge, of the fusion of faith and reason, and of the enduring impact one woman's dream can have on the world. Fatimah's initial act of charity has blossomed into a legacy that has enriched humanity for over a millennium. Section 9. The Soul of an Institution. Fatimah's Enduring Philosophy. Fatimah Al-Fihri's actions in founding Al-Qarawiyyin reveal a profound and inspiring philosophy, one that resonates deeply even today. She clearly believed that knowledge was an eternal legacy, a gift that transcends time. Unlike material wealth, which can be depleted, knowledge grows when shared. It enriches not only the person who acquires it, but also the entire community and future generations. Her investment was not in stone and mortar alone, but in the minds and spirits of people, creating a legacy that would continue to give and grow long after she was gone. A key aspect of her worldview, and that of the Islamic Golden Age, was the perceived harmony between faith and science. For Fatimah, seeking knowledge was not separate from her religious devotion. It was an integral part of it. To study the world, to understand its complexities, its laws, and its beauty, was to gain a deeper appreciation for the Creator. Al-Qarawiyyin was established as a place where religious studies and worldly sciences could flourish side by side, reflecting a holistic understanding of existence. This integration fostered intellectual curiosity and open inquiry. Furthermore, Fatimah's philosophy championed the idea that education is a fundamental human right. Her decision to make Al-Qarawiyyin accessible to students from all backgrounds demonstrated a powerful conviction that knowledge should not be the exclusive preserve of a privileged few. By opening the doors of learning widely, she aimed to empower individuals and uplift society. This belief in the democratizing power of education was truly ahead of its time. It underscores a deep sense of social responsibility and a desire for justice and equality. Finally, Fatimah Al-Fihri embodied the principle of women's leadership in academia and in society. Her courage, vision, and determination to see such a monumental project through to completion broke barriers and set a powerful example. She showed that institutions built with a soulful essence, with a genuine and selfless purpose, possess a resilience that allows them to endure for centuries. Al-Qarawiyyin is more than just bricks and mortar. It is imbued with the spirit of its founder, a spirit of generosity, faith, and an unshakable belief in the transformative power of knowledge. Section 10. The Light That Never Fades. Fatimah's lasting impact. The legacy of Fatimah bint Muhammad Al-Fihri continues to shine with undiminished brightness in our world today, so many centuries after she walked the earth. Her remarkable vision and unwavering dedication serve as a powerful source of inspiration for us all. She reminds us that a single individual armed with purpose and conviction can indeed make a profound difference. Her actions set in motion a chain of events that has enriched human civilization, a legacy that echoes through the corridors of time and continues to shape our understanding of education. Fatimah's story is a vital and compelling reminder of the immense contributions that women have made to history, often in fields from which they were excluded or their achievements were overlooked. Women have always been innovators, leaders, thinkers, and builders. It is our duty to seek out their stories, to celebrate their accomplishments, and to ensure that their voices are heard and their legacies are honored. Fatimah Al-Fihri's name deserves to be known and revered alongside the great pioneers of human progress, for her work has benefited countless souls. Al-Qarawiyyin University stands today as a powerful and enduring symbol. It is a symbol of humanity's unceasing quest for knowledge and understanding. It represents the beautiful harmony that can exist when faith and reason work hand in hand, each enriching the other. Most importantly, it is a living testament to the incredible power of education to transform individual lives, to uplift communities, and to build bridges between cultures and generations. It shows us what can be achieved when we invest in the human mind and spirit. The light of knowledge, once it is truly lit, possesses a remarkable quality. It can never be fully extinguished. It is passed from teacher to student, from one generation to the next, growing brighter and spreading further with each sharing. It illuminates our path through darkness, guides our progress, and empowers us to build a better future. Fatimah Al-Fihri lit such a flame with Al-Qarawiyyin, and that flame burns on, a guiding light of wisdom, hope, and inspiration for all of us today and for all the tomorrows yet to come.